Hello there, old man Steve here, and I decided I'm gonna start doing podcasts. I read somewhere I could make money that way, and I need to make some money because my funds are low, and it's a bad time of the year to not have any money. It's Christmas. It's almost Christmas. Anyway, I was at the store today, and I found myself just talking to strangers. I striking up a conversation. A lot of them were friendly and talked back to me, but some of them looked at me like I was crazy and they said, "That crazy old man is talking to me." Well, yeah, maybe it's because I live by myself and I get lonely sometimes. I don't know. Or maybe I am crazy. I haven't figured that out. I thought I would try to do a 15 minutes podcast every other day. And I don't know if I have that much to talk about because I still do my videos on TikTok and I do videos on YouTube and I'm on Facebook and Instagram. And in case you don't know who I am, I'm everywhere. And so I'm adding a podcast to my plate, something else to do. But if it helps make some money for me, then I'm all for it because uh, I'm 84 years old, live on fixed income, and some people say, "What does that mean?" Especially young people, they don't know what that means. Fixed income. I live on my Social Security check that I get each month, and it only goes so far. It's enough to pay my rent and to buy me groceries, and that's about it. Sometimes I have a little extra, maybe to go out and have a hamburger or something, but not a lot of times. So I have to watch what I spend. So making extra money like on a podcast, well, man, that'd be great. Uh, and plus, I just love to talk. I'm a talker. What can I say? I, I talk all the time. Sometimes it's just nonsense, but I live in a senior apartment complex, and I met some really nice people, and we have a community room where we do activities. We play bingo twice a month, and we've started playing Chicken Foot, which is a domino game, which I really like, and we play that every Thursday afternoon, and we do a potluck once a month, and we go out to a local restaurant once a month. So we stay busy. We do a lot of stuff, and we're always looking for more interesting things for the group to do. Maybe somebody come talk to us about saving money. I don't know how to make money. We're just a bunch of old people. But well, let me tell you, we got it going on. Uh, we uh, we have fun, and I think that's the name of the game: is you want to have fun. And one thing you need to remember, I'll give you some wisdom of words from an old man. um, be kind to one another. Um, don't be ugly. I went yesterday. I I had to go to the doctor, and on the way back, I realized I didn't have very much gas, so I stopped at the gas station, and I had to go around to pull in so that my gas, the door for the gas was on the right side of the pump, and when I did, before I could get up to my spot, this lady was coming in from the opposite direction. And she was about halfway there. She was going to take my spot. Well, I didn't move. I just sat there because all the other spots were filled up with people. So I just sat there and we stared at each other Finally, she backed off so I could pull up. And when she did, she looked at me and gave me the finger. Well, I, I just didn't think people did that anymore. I guess they do. I mean, that's just rude. And she was a grown woman, too. I mean, really, uh, people just need to be nice to one another. You know, it's a lot easier to be nice than it is to be ugly. Takes less effort, I think. But there's still ugly people out there. What do they call the the Karen? They call women Karen, the ones that fight with customer service or on airplanes or stuff. You read about that. She was being a Karen. What do they call a guy? I don't even know if the guy has a name. But I don't know what motivates people like that. It just seems crazy to me. But what do I know? Anyway, that was an experience that started my day and made me think maybe I should just let her have the parking spot. But I was there first and I was almost up to the pump. So it really, I guess it would have made me a nicer person to ignore the fact that I was first and that she was second and just let her have the parking spot by the pump or not. I don't know. So anyway, you know, our actions, things that we do have consequences. You know, if you do something bad, eventually you're going to get caught. That's the way I feel anyway. I don't think you go unpunished. Eventually you're going to get punishment or what do they call it? Karma. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. So it just, to me, it just doesn't pay to do something like that you're not supposed to do. You know, it just, in the long run, you're going to get caught. And maybe years from now, but I think eventually it'll catch up with you. That's my opinion. I mean, you know, everybody to their own opinion about things. So anyway, I'm doing a podcast and I'm just talking about this and that and the fact that I'm broke at Christmas time. That's a terrible thing. But I will survive. And I got a call from my sister this morning. She was frantic. She's got a plumbing problem. Uh, Everything is backed up and her toilet's backed up into her bathtub. That does not sound good to me. Sounds like an expensive job coming up. I feel really bad for her. I wished I could help her, but I can't. She's having trouble getting her plumbers is sick with COVID, and so she's got to find another plumber, and she's just beside herself. Plumbing, when you own a home, you got problems. I know I have the house. I lived in my house for 40 years before I sold it. And when you have a home, there's always something, you know, that's part of being a homeowner, I guess. But I know it's going to be an expensive proposition for my sister, and because they usually are plumbing, you know, anything plumbing or electrical or your air conditioning or whatever goes out. It's just part of having a house, I guess. But okay, I don't know that I could talk for 15 minutes. And if I do, what am I going to say? The weather, I'm in Texas. Oh, I can tell you something funny. I stopped at the store this morning and I had on my jacket because it's been kind of chilly. But yesterday it warmed up to almost 80 degrees. And this morning it's warm, but I went out and I still had on my jacket. And this gal comes in the store. She's got on shorts. And I looked at her and I says, you got on shorts and I've got on a winter jacket. I said, you know why? And she said, why? And I said, because we're in Texas. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute, it'll change. Well, she laughed and I laughed, and then we went our separate ways. I thought it was funny, but there I was talking to a stranger. Okay, I think I'm going to end this podcast because it's just silly, and I don't even know if anybody's going to listen to it. But if you do, well, and you like it, well, give me a comment, and I'll do more silly podcasts. I'll do what I can. Okay, that's all for now. This is Old Man Steve saying, have a good day and be kind to one another and be nice to one another. And don't take any wooden nickels. Bye.